Oh,
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today, we're going to do a quick activity that you're going to love. So first off, I want you to go ahead and look at this picture. Look at this picture and tell me things that you see in this picture. What do you think is going on in this picture? What are words that describe in this picture? Any word, even if you only have one word or a couple of words, that's okay. I want you to go ahead and press every time you see me take this highlighter and put it down, that means you're going to go ahead and press pause and you're going to share something or write something or read something or say something, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and ask you to press pause and share with your group or your class or even out loud by yourself things that you see in this picture or words that come to your mind as you look up this picture. Very good, very good. I heard some words out there. Maybe some of you thought the word brown because this bunny, this rabbit is the color brown. Maybe some of you thought white because this rabbit is white, it's color white. Maybe some of you thought rabbit. These are all different words, right? Maybe some of you notice the setting. What's the background? Where is this picture taking place? It's taking place in the grass. It's taking place in the grassy area. And sometimes a grassy area can be called a meadow, a grassy area where you see lots of flowers and plant life and all kinds of grasses. These are all words that might have come up as you looked at this picture, okay? So I wrote a sentence based on what I think is happening. This is a sentence based on what I think is happening in this picture. I also want you to go ahead and write a sentence based on what is happening in the picture, what you think is happening in the picture. So your picture and my picture might be very different. So I need you, first of all, to go ahead and get a piece of paper. I'll go ahead and get the highlighter. You could pause, get your piece of paper. And on the lines of your paper, I want you to go ahead and write. And if there's no lines, just go ahead and make lines. You could go ahead and make lines. You do not have to write this. This says, what is happening in the picture? What is happening in the picture? Read it with me, please. What is happening in the picture? Read it out loud by yourself, please. What is happening in the picture? So I want you to go ahead and I want you to write what you think is happening in the picture. I want a complete sentence or two with capitals and periods. What is happening in the picture? Go ahead and write it down on your piece of paper on the lines. Okay, go ahead. Excellent. Now I want you should have some words written down here. Even if you don't know how to spell everything or how to say everything perfectly, that's okay. Now I want you to go ahead and pause, and I want people to volunteer what they wrote. That means speak it to the group, speak it to the class. Okay. Thank you. So I heard a lot of great ideas. So on the top half of your paper, you should have a sentence or two about what is happening in the picture. I'm going to share my sentence. Because in my imagination, this is what was happening in my imagination. The brown fuzzy rabbit is listening to the white fuzzy rabbit. Fuzzy is when there's like a fur or hair on an animal, or maybe it could be a toy like a stuffed animal. It's fuzzy. So this hair right here is it's probably very soft and fuzzy. I'm going to read my sentence again. The brown fuzzy rabbit is listening to the white fuzzy rabbit. When I say go, I want you to read it out loud with me. We'll read it together. The brown fuzzy rabbit is listening to the white fuzzy rabbit. Okay, that was mine. Maybe you wrote something like the bunnies are playing in the grass. Maybe you wrote something like they are friends. All of those are great sentences. It's whatever you imagine to be happening here, whatever you imagine to be happening here. So here at the top, you should have your sentence, okay? This should be your sentence. Now, here at the bottom, you do not have to copy this question, but I do want an answer on the lines. If there's no lines on your paper, go ahead and draw some lines. I'll give you a pause so you can go ahead and do that. Now it says here, what do you think will happen next? What do you think will happen next? So let's pretend here that you wrote the two rabbits are friends. Let's pretend that that's what you wrote here at the top. What do you think the two friends are going to do? Maybe they will go and eat some grass. They could do that next. Maybe they will go and play in the meadow. What do you think the two rabbits are going to do next? What do you think is going to happen next? And use your imagination and say it out loud to your group or your class. Excellent. So now here, I want you to write on the bottom half. On the top half, you wrote what is happening in the picture. And in the bottom half, I want you to write, what do you think will happen next? I think for mine, so remember at the top for mine, I wrote the brown fuzzy rabbit is listening to the white fuzzy rabbit. I think next, I think they will chase, because I've seen rabbits run around. I think they will chase each other next. I'm going to use the word next, which means after, right? I think they will chase each other next. I think they will chase each other next. Maybe you wrote something like, I think they will go and find some carrots. Whatever you wrote is fine. So now I want you to go ahead and take your writing. So on top, you wrote what is happening in the picture. And on the bottom, you wrote what you think will happen next. And I want you to upload it to Google Classroom or however your teacher wants you to do it. And we'll go ahead and we'll see you next time.